Yeah, I got papers. Hey everybody, welcome back to Stoner Girl Otaku. It's your girl Lene here, and I'm finally back with my first video of 2022. And of course, as you can see from the title, it is a Genres 101 video. I'm finally coming at you to give you your horror video. If you guys don't know, I'm doing a little segment called My Stoner Girl Otaku Academia Genres 101, which is me exploring the different genres in anime. My goal is to literally watch one anime from each genre new that I haven't seen and just come give you guys what these genres are and what they all about. If you want to learn more about it, you can check out my first video, which was Genres 101. I'll pop it up right here. Okay. And also, you can check out my Supernatural video. I'll pop that one up right here. Okay. And check out those two videos. If you watch the Supernatural video, then you know I picked horror, which, oh, can I get it? Can I get it? Horror, which is probably my least favorite genre of like anything like at all. But before we get into the horror video, let's go ahead and of course get my cliche YouTube things out and about, which is, if you are new to the channel, don't hesitate to subscribe. If you are not new, then welcome back. Thank you for coming back. Class is in session yet again. If you like my videos, don't hesitate to share them with your friends. Don't hesitate to follow me on all my social media. I hope you guys enjoyed my new intro. I just made it. I want to remake it, but I'm not, because I actually worked really hard on it and I like it. So that's that. So go ahead, let's get into Genres 101 horror. Scary. Oh, and I'm back with the Triwizard Cup to pick a new genre. So by definition, horror is basically anything that invokes fear, uncomfortableness, creepy, gory, bloody, nasty, like yuck. Anything that scares you. I really don't like horror movies. The only scary movies I really like is like Halloween and Chucky, Child's Play, and I don't like it. I can't do it. I'm like so pussy when it comes to those kind of things. I'll watch it if you make me watch it or if I have a good friend with me, but I can't do it. Like, I'm literally a scaredy cat when it comes to those things. But that's because I think a lot of that stuff is real. So that's why I don't want to watch it, because hello, shit is real. Demons and stuff are real. Evil spirits are real. And I just feel like anytime you watch horror stuff, it just opens the door for like creepiness to come in. So this is why it was my least favorite, especially because whatever you know about the genre horror, when it comes to anime, you take that, multiply it by 10, and then add cute character aesthetics and or just add the anime aesthetics to it, and you have horror. One of the main components in horror, as far as when it comes to anime, is like gory and nasty blood, like Let's go ahead and define the actual word horror, right? It's a noun from the Webster's Dictionary. It reads, I'm gonna read it off my paper real quick because I wrote it down. You guys know I do research. I do like research for these things. Like, I don't want you to think I'm just sitting here pussyfooting around. Like, I really do research. As it says on my PayPal, horror is a noun that means painful and intense fear, dread, or dismay, intense aversion or repugnance, the quality of inspiring horror. So take that definition, multiply it by 10, divide it by 20, and then multiply it by 1,000. That's what anime takes it. The adjective horror means a calculated to inspire the feelings of dread or horror. And in anime, like I already told you, that basically means ghosts, demons, zombies, alien, cannibal eating aliens, murder, which I don't mind murder. I just don't like gory murder. Anything scary, anything having to do like creepy stuff coming at you in the night. Thriller, think Thriller, but actually like Thriller the Michael Jackson, but like really like scary Thriller. that's what like it means for anime. And I've tried, did my research, there were a lot of good series. Like a couple of my friends watched like some of the animes I tried to watch, but I can't stomach it. I'm like, so I cannot do it. It's just not, it's not it. I promise one day I'm gonna try to, because I heard Another was really good, but I just can't. I'm sorry. Now, horror as it connects to anime, like some of the elements is like gory violence, demons, monsters, just everything I don't like. Anything that makes me scared. But over the course of this, I did find one thing I did not know about myself. So as you can see right here, I have Tomei by the great Junji Ito. Now, I didn't mind reading this, and I actually wouldn't mind reading more Junji Ito. He's actually a really good writer. It's like this story, and as you see, I really enjoyed Tomei. That was one of the things I did. So that was one of the things differently that I did. Well, I'm gonna like half step it, because I tried to watch High School of the Dead. Baby, that's not it for me. Can't do it. I'm sorry. Couldn't do it. No, couldn't do it. My friends watched Parasite. Couldn't do it. One of the actual things that I did watch, that I've already watched, that I found out, was Tokyo Ghoul. I bought props. Tokyo Ghoul, which you guys know is like my favorite manga of all time. I love Tokyo Ghoul. So I was happy I watched. So I'm not like completely pussy, but definitely a scaredy cat. So from what I learned from this, we're gonna get it out here. I watched the Junji Ito collection on Crunchyroll and on Funimation. It's only in dub on Funimation. The Junji Ito collection on Funimation and on Crunchyroll. Funimation only has it in dub, so just keep that in mind. I preferred watching it in sub because I just prefer watching it in sub. It's up to you. And actually, believe it or not, watching it in dub actually kind of made it not as scary. Weird, but true. So Tokyo Ghoul, Junji Ito, and I also watched Promised Neverland. And I actually watched that because it was on the list of like highly recommended horror anime, but also it's just highly recommended, period. I actually enjoyed it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I did only watch the first season because one of my like play brothers did tell me that it really differs from the manga, and you know how I am about manga. So I'll be reading Promised Neverland because a lot of people said it's better to read the manga than watch the show, because I guess they pulled a Tokyo Ghoul. Okay, so some of the anime that was highly recommended that I did not watch for horror is, I mentioned Parasite, Another, High School of the Dead, Blood-Sea, Corpse Party, Berserk, which I actually heard is actually a really good anime manga overall, so I might watch that too. Invasion High, Hellsing, which I've seen Hellsing, okay? I'm not that like pussy. I've seen Hellsing, I just didn't want to watch it again. Another, Parasite, and Invasion High, which came out recently, were like all on a lot of people's list for like their favorite horror anime. Now, as I mentioned before, I can't get into the hardcore stuff, but I really enjoyed I enjoy anything Junji Ito because I just like his writing style, and I just like his taste and his style and his aesthetic. So I guess we could start off with Tomei. Tomei is also animated in the Junji Ito series. I enjoyed reading it more than watching it. Junji Ito, the way he writes his stories, like this story is not just all the way through one story of Tomei. It's actually many different, it's basically, I would say, Tomei's journey in her life, like on this earth and in her life. So it's many different stories, many different types of murder and death. But all of it is linked to Tomei, who is a beautiful, I don't know if she's a demon per se. I would say she's a demon, which is she's a beautiful demon. People are attracted to her, but then as soon as you cross her, baby girl's coming at you. And she's coming at you strong. She's gonna creep you out, and she's gonna fucking kill you. Or she's gonna make you run away. But either way, she's a boss bitch. And I enjoyed it. Soichi is a awkward, weird dude who does voodoo, and he picks on his classmates and his teachers, and I think that is so great. I don't know why, but my little sick and twisted mind, it's so great. Another one of the stories that was animated in the Junji Ito collection is, I don't know the name per se. I think it's like Fortune Teller's Road, or it's something like that. I'll throw up a picture of what it is. But they have this fortune teller row, and this beautiful pretty boy fortune teller ghost comes, and he usually tells people their fortune, but then they end up dying. There's a lot of death, but it's not like gory. Like, it's not. I like Junji Ito because to me it's more of a mystery, and it's more suspenseful, and it's not just downright like zombies eating you like in High School of the Dead. Like, I don't like zombies. I think that's what it is. I think I enjoy reading horror more than I like watching it. So we won't say I don't like horror. There have to be some sort of censor to it, because I'm too squeamish for this shit. Like, Junji Ito probably has some stories like that, but it's like he has some like class. Like, it's like he exudes a little bit of restraint, I guess I would say. But overall, I enjoy Junji Ito. I enjoy Tokyo Ghoul. The Junji Ito collection, very much like his stories, are they're not the full stories. That's number one. Except for, I believe, well, yeah, Tomei's not even the full story either. It's almost like they animated it in the same way he writes, which is like it traveled like the journey of the character. Like with Soichi, there were multiple episodes, so you start off with one and then you pick it up again. And then with Tomei, there was 2 parts. It's considered an OVA. I don't know what that means. But Tomei, of course, is not this entire book. So I enjoyed that. As far as it was, to me, like unconventional type of anime shows, like very different from what I'm used to. Like with Promised Neverland, for instance, it's like a regular anime show, so it's like episodes connected to each other. Meanwhile, the Junji Ito collection is literally like his stories just animated. As far as one thing I noticed across horror anime period, it is a really good storyline. There's really good writing, it's really good storyline, it's really cool characters. There's not as much character development when it comes to Junji Ito as far as like the people that are telling their stories, but it's just enough for me to understand and get a perspective on who they are just as like characters, for instance. Like, and he has a really good way of like drawing you into these characters and making you really like them. Very much like with Tokyo Ghoul, I was just very drawn to Kaneki and a lot of the characters. I was very drawn to Kaneki. I was very drawn to Toka. I really like everyone. There's not really one character. Okay, we all know who I hate in Tokyo Ghoul. I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but in case you haven't seen it, but we all know there's one person everybody fucking hates in Tokyo Ghoul. Now, when it came to Promised Neverland, I liked it. Like I said, it was more of a tamer horror for me. It wasn't as scary. Like, I know they were eating kids and like they're like raising them like farm animals, but I think that's why I could like tame it down. Like, I wasn't as scared, because to me, Promised Neverland is literally like watching a cattle farm, but the cows found out that we're eating them and they're trying to escape. So you get what I'm saying? It's not as like death. It's not as like outright graphic, gory, bloody violence. If you have, like, if you're squeamish like me and you really don't like watching people's bones broken or like people getting eating and blood squirting everywhere, then horror might not be for you. I think horror, the demographic is really just for like anime wise, definitely for adults. I would not let my kids watch this. I would not let my younger cousins watch this. I think you have to be at least like 16 and up to watch a lot of horror anime because it gets real dark. It gets so dark. And speaking of that, let's go ahead and just get into some of the subgenres and other genres that are usually connected to horror anime. Like for instance, as you can tell from everything I said, School. School is a subgenre. That one is highly connected. I see that one a lot. Another one I would say is Supernatural, of course. Supernatural is supernatural drama, School, and if you want to say action, you could say action, but definitely suspense. I would think the top 3 genres that are connected to horror would be drama, supernatural, and I would say, yeah, suspense, thriller. Now we've got through what are the elements of horror. I've told you some things about like some of the shows. I know I probably didn't do a really good job, but that's why you should check them out for yourself because I don't want to ruin anything for you, except I kind of ruined Promised Neverland. But most people have watched it anyway. So don't, either way, like they're eating kids. They're eating kids. Watch it. And if you like reading, read it. My top thing I recommend is Junji Ito. I'm obviously obsessed with him now. So yeah, anything Junji Ito, read it, watch it. Well, you can only watch one thing, but definitely read Junji Ito. Now, would I recommend horror? Yes, I would. I would recommend you watch any horror anime because it's still good. Like I said, I enjoy anything with good story. So most horror animes are really good. Like for instance, Berserk. I've heard Berserk is a wonderful story. Graphic as fuck, but I heard it's wonderful. Haven't read it yet, but I plan on it. If you like creepy stuff, then watch horror anime. I think I did a decent job. You have to understand, this is a genre I was not excited about doing. So I'm actually proud of myself for getting as far as I did. Especially like watching it. I'm definitely more of a reader. So what we're gonna pull away from this video is, do I like horror anime? Not so much. It's not my favorite, but there are some I really do like. Will I watch them all? No, I will read more of them than I will watch them. I'm okay with that. One thing we're also gonna pull away from this is I love anything Junji Ito. Anything Junji Ito is good. He does no wrong. And like I said, if you like gore, bloody, violence, good stories, but bloody, violence, gory, creepy, nasty demons, horror anime is for you, especially if you're an anime fan. Even if you're not an anime fan, I definitely recommend, if you just like scary shit, you definitely should watch some horror anime because it's great animation. Most of them are great animation. That's one thing I will say, even though I cannot, that's probably why I can't watch it, because it's really good. Like the episodes of High School of the Dead I tried to watch, I love the character. I love school, like I love the, you know, Japanese schoolgirls. Like I love that. So cute, but it's like polar. It's like they take the spectrum and spin it all around, and that's what I like about horror anime. It's not something I generally would watch a lot, but because they have a way of doing it so beautifully and making it look with a wonderful like candy wrapper type of thing, like the wrapper looks really nice, I'll still watch it. So that's my take on it, and that's pretty much probably the end of the video. I'm excited I finally got this done. I got lots of really fun content coming for you guys this year. I hope you guys, well, first of all, I hope I can give it to you. I hope I get more discipline and I can give it to you, but I hope you like it. And now let's go ahead and pick out my next genre so I can if I can bullshit some more until I give you another video. So I got the Triwizard Cup here. It's not a port key because I'm still here. Oh. That's how long it's been since I did one of these damn videos. So let's go ahead and let's get the new genre out. All right, you guys, I'm gonna do what I always do. All right, I got the next genre. Is it by itself? Yes, it is. It feels like it. Is it upside down? Sci-fi! Ha! So in case you guys didn't know, sci-fi stands for science fiction, number one. But number two, I'm actually a little sci-fi nerd myself. I love Star Wars. I love Star Wars. I like Star Trek. I'm like, so I can only imagine how great sci-fi anime is going to be, because I love me some Star Wars. May the force be with you. Oh, I'm really excited about this. Way more excited than I was to do horror. But the whole point of this is for me to try new things and like find things that I didn't know I was gonna like. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you guys are subscribed to the channel. Hopefully this video made you like interested in different genres of anime. Like, even if you don't keep watching my channel, just make sure like you do yourself a favor and try different things. Not just in anime, but just try different things in life, period. Because that's really what life's about. So I enjoyed my little horror journey. I promise sci-fi is not going to take me forever because I'm not really scared of science fiction. But that's the end of my video. Class is over. Class is dismissed. Ha, you get it? What I did there? Ha. Check out my makeup tutorial video. Hopefully you guys like my makeup. Subscribe to my channel. Share my videos. Like the video. Follow me on all my social media. So that's Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. Yeah. If you have any like comments, don't hesitate. Even if it's bad, like even if you're hating on me, you know, it is what it is. But either way, I gave you some good recommendations for horror anime. I gave you some good book recommendations. Check out Junji Ito. And that's it, you guys. I will see you guys next time with another video. Don't forget to check out my makeup tutorial look video. Don't forget to check out Genres 101 Supernatural. And don't forget to check out my first video if you haven't checked it out on just the difference between major genres and subgenres. Bye, you guys.